Yeah, I know you can trade pictures, deeds, etc. It's just a really bad rate of return, so I'd rather just go on more missions. Although you're supposed to be a big source of DPS. Crescendo. Focus ring. So you're a little bit squishy. So I think I am going to give you the boots. You can do extra damage with the crescendo box. And then you have the heavy boots with the protection. Sindrin. Your job is to stay alive. Healing received. That's going to be nice. And then 30 dodge. I think that works for me. Torshin, your job is lots and lots of heals. Healing skills, dodge and speed. Means you come around more often. Sindrin, your job's to stay alive. I'm glad we were of one mind there, indeed. Now, where are we going again? Okay, so we are going to the cove. So you having your blight damage could actually be really useful here. It's not as strong as the Plague Doctors, but it is pretty good. Oh, you've already got it learned. Just not using it right now. In that case, we'll take that. In fact, I could even switch you two around. It doesn't matter where you're positioned. And you're best off at the back, where you don't mess up my setup. It's Chatters! Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Alright, I think that this is going to do. Although you could actually get an increased blight damage. I think I will. We're not going to take the dodge. Take the healing received and the blight skill, and you'll basically just be sitting at the back. You have a ridiculous number of self-buffs anyway, so hopefully we can just keep you alive. Definitely doing the short mission. Okay, 4 of those. No, 3. Just 3. 3 of those. 3 of those. 8 of those. 12 of those. 3 of those. 2 of those. Seems good to me. Technically, Sindrin's job's to keep everyone alive being a healer. He's not a healer. Sindrin's the guy who stands at the back and tries to hide.
The smell of rotting fish is almost unbearable.
Like, you know that in every fantasy film there's that useless guy who sits at the back and just kind of quivers in fear? That's you. Your job is to make the party money, and that's it. You don't fight, you don't heal. You just have a lot of buffs to not die. Protect me, that makes someone else the target and gives you a dodge and protection buff. This one buffs everyone +5 dodge. Then this one isn't +18 dodge self. You are so selfish. Ooh, we can get another torch. Don't mind if I do. And this is what you get me. Minor antiques. Don't get them unless you have an antiquarian. Right. Beastal artillery. Fire! Are all of these guys going to get a go before I do? Because that seems awfully unfair. Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Crikey. My turn. You don't have any AoEs. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start hitting stuff. And then you are going to buff the party with extra dodge. And you are going to mark yourself. Withstand the damage. Kind of like the Crusader, but not quite. Or artillery. It's a bad thing when the occultist is your main damage dealer. Missed me.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So we're going to be really good at single target murder. Where's the protect me? There it is. You on that. So you are now doubly marked. And you now have crazy amounts of protection. You can even get rid of some stress. Okay, that's really nice. Oh, of course, the extra heal triggers on you.
Press this advantage.
I love
Give
how
them no
my
quarter.
occultist is my main DPS right now. This is slightly concerning. +10 dodge for the entire team. Ow. I'm actually surprised you hit me. Oh, this is only a self-heal. Fine by me. You can go and heal him. Missed me.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And now we get much loot. So far, not impressed by this dodge buff. Well, just imagine how much you would not be dodging if you didn't have the buff. Huh? Huh? A fish carcass. Do I have anything which can... Yes, I do. The gut is cleaned.
Packs laden with loot
Whoa!
are often low on supplies.
Okay, apparently hitting that with medicinal herbs is a really good idea. Spark up another... Oh, hello. I wonder what I should do here. Got even more torches. Spark them up.
The match is struck.
And then loot
A
the rest.
blazing star is born.
Nothing. Loot. Scouting. Nice. 2 battles in a row. Alright, so be it. Another one. Crikey.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Hello, bad guys. Let's go with an Abyssal Artillery, I think. Gonna need to start the heals coming soon. Yep, definitely. That's full party dodge. Missed me. Missed me. I think I need to start healing. Oh, bloody hell. 28 heal. That's more than I usually do in damage. Lots more.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I think that's probably my favourite phrase. Let's do protect me. You now have plus 33 protection from that. Why did you just pass? I'm not even freaked out. I missed that message. Yeah, you need to heal yourself. Incoming 0. I knew it! I knew it! Let's get some more dodge.
The blood quickens.
I really like this ability. I'm going to have to get that one on Poet as well. Right, heal yourself. Come on. There we go. Whoop. Need to get a plus crit on the occultist. That'd be kind of crazy. No, how can you miss? You're my main damage dealer. Oh, it doesn't go above plus 10. Noted. Oh, bugger. Here. Oh, you dodged it. I mean, you do have a dodge of 36, so I would hope you could do that from
As
time
the
to time.
fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Oh no, it does stack. Plus 15.
Beyond one's limits.
So I stand corrected. Gonna intimidate you. Reduces your damage. Now you are in range.
Eradicated.
Good. You went for my front man. Right, come on, heal, crit. Acceptable. That's better. What is that ability that keeps triggering? Stop it. Must be the imposter syndrome. It's got to be the only thing. That's really dangerous if so.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Right, let's spark up another torch so we're in the light. Let's also eat a little bit. Like so. Onwards. Ooh, this is a pain. Because these two are just going to protect these two. Which means these two are going to be constantly doing damage before I can even get to them.
Annihilated.
And again, that could happen. Can't reach. Stun. Oh, it did stun. Interesting. Turn, you're stunned for this turn. There's the barrier. He's blighted though, so he's dead. Blight, the guard won't protect him from the blights. So now I just need to take out these two. This is fine. Let's mark you so I can do extra damage to you. And let's heal. Well, hell, just mark him. These are Eldritch! I do 20% extra damage to Eldritch. Cool. Plus 90% damage versus marked. Don't mind if I do. Really? 8?
Slowly. Gently. This is how a life is taken.
Let's drop a heal on you. Let's drop another dodge on all of you.
Inspiration and improvement.
Ow. Really like that ability. It's a pretty nice self-heal and it reduces stress. Oh, you've been guarded. Right. Three times that's happened now. In this one mission, 3 times.
Soothed. Sedated.
Grenade. Heal. No stress. Should use that inspiration improvement line for the Bardic Inspiration in 5th edition. And also the soothed, sedated. That's dodge reduction, I forgot that. Oh, what's this? He's been marked? That's more like it. Alright, they're both dead on their next turn. yourself healed. What? Didn't die. Oh. On your next turns, you will. These guys have more hit points than I realized. Can crit too.
Great
That
is
thing's
the
incredible.
weapon that cuts on its own.
I'm carrying too much. I have a feeling I already have a bunch of these, so I think I'm just going to get rid of that. Take the extra busts, and then the extra gold can come in instead of the holy water. Scouting. A whole bunch of empty rooms, 3 of them. And then 2 after that. Well, that means I don't need to come down here, I can just basically go up this way. Or I could go here, and then not risk having a fight in that one. That also sounds like a good plan to me. A friend of mine made a cleric based on your mother. Your mother would go around your job on Monday shouting, "Hug Monday," and hugging folks she liked there, so my buddy made a cleric who heals with hugs. Nice. I once rolled a cleric that I really want to play more of. Just haven't been in a campaign that's lasted long enough to do it. But he was a cleric of immortality, so he's a cleric of life, just like a standard life cleric who heals all the things. But he's obsessed with immortality, so like undead he's perfectly fine with. In fact, he's secretly trying to become a lich or a vampire. I mean, that's taking life to the extreme. Immortality is just living forever.
Ancient traps
I think
lie
I tried to
in
do that
wait,
with the wrong character.
unsprung and thirsting for blood.
Eerie coral. I dig it up? No. I bandage it? No. Nothing affects these things that I have anyway. Soothing to... The one person who didn't need soothing to the mind got soothing to the mind. Cool. See you, Mastani. Always been fascinated by liches made from other classes other than wizards. That is interesting. It's getting very dark. So it's time to spark up a couple of torches. Especially as there is a fight coming. Let's spark up one
The
more.
way is lit. The path is clear.
Hello.
We require only the strength to follow it.
God me. Then mark. Oh, mark for... No, no, mark for death can only hit... Has to be one of these two, so let's mark... you. Then you can give them a jolly good wallop.
Destroyed.
And you could also give them a jolly good wallop. Not bad. Missed me. Corals are clean to the medical herbs. Yeah, I thought it might be something like that. Missed me.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Oh, they're resisting the shuffle, but not the stun. I get it. does more damage? Minus 33. Or plus 10 crit. That one does.
Decimated.
Yep. It definitely does. Confirmed.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
You're the one affected least, so you can go ahead and loot that. This is another empty room. So head on to this one. Now we don't have the scouting anymore, so we could run into anyone at any time. Or into anything at any
Ambushed
time.
by foul invention.
Yes. I'll take those. Okay, so we have just this room left. We are still pretty strong. Let's see if there's anything else here. Now watch as we face, like, the end demon again.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Alright, let's spark up the torches. Eat up the food. In we go. Empty Kool-Aid cup. Thank you very much for the follow. Nothing! After all that. Alright then. Onwards.
We will find all manner of great and terrible things in this watery tomb.
It's got an achievement. And it's an achievement you're going to enjoy. I'll do it once this is finished calculating. We are victorious, but at what cost?